go ahead and take a look. Running down the sides, we do have the Firestar Gaming on the blue side, Falcons Gaming on the red side with the 1 win under their belt. So
I want to see an early invade. I really do. I think that if they can make the risky play, especially with the Blitzcrank is what's going to secure this invade for them. So with having that kind of composition on their side, they can make a really big play happen and make it a really effective thing for their team.
Yep. Now, right now, we do see a slight invade actually coming from the Rumble, Gangplank, and Blitzcrank. It looks like they are going to go for it, but Jin's not following up. Neither is Nar. They're looking to try and pull the Lux. If they can pull the Lux, that would be big for them, but they can't see her. Actually, they do. They're looking for it right now. That ward is obviously a bait right now. Are they going to be able to get the pull? But I think it was found out. Rumble actually shot his Flame Splitter over the wall. That's not what you want. And Elise actually forgot her items as well. This is devastating. What is going on here?
It's going to be a very slow start for this Elise if she doesn't go back in.
Yeah, she hasn't realized it either. And if she doesn't realize it soon, she's actually going to lose out a lot. This is going to look very, very poor.
She's going to have like the world's best.
And actually, there it is. She has noticed that she has no items. That's actually still going to set her back. She realized it at 125. That's going to be extremely problematic for her. She's going to have a slow start. Obviously, Elise is still a very fast clear. But that's still definitively poor. Especially against a Rumble who is going to get help from his bot lane. So
yeah, if Elise hadn't gone back, she would have had to have like a help clear probably the first 2 camps just to make sure she could sustain the rest. But she realized that she made one back and fixed it. Shen's going to stay and help, make sure she can get her cleared normally. So we'll see what happens with the Nar having an early CS lead maybe.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to push the lane right now. Soraka actually went Starfall first and gets hooked right off the bat, but this is still level 1, so no knock up there. A lot of damage being output onto Soraka. So
they're trying to push that zone control early on that bot lane, try to push the Soraka out of the game as quickly as possible.
The faster they do it, the better for them. But she can heal up every time she does hit someone, like she is doing now. They don't have a ward in that brush, so they can't really see Blitzcrank running around there. That's going to be definitely problematic for them. And here goes Elise right in the jungle. Great job. This is what we were talking about. Elise devastating Rumble, forcing him to reset in his own pathing right now. So, but I don't know why she didn't stay.
That very good invade. The counter jungling is just going to be a pressure tactic to keep that Rumble out of the other lanes until she can make a play first.
Yep. And Rumble actually cannot complete it. Actually, he did finish the red buff, so he is going to survive okay. But that was a little bit risky for him. He did have to blow Flash, so that's going to set him a little bit behind.
We've got this Nar going pretty ham so far.
Yeah, Nar actually went extremely low on that side. Once he pops mini Nar, Shen can go all the way in. There we go, all in engage. Oh, there we go. Sorry, all the way through, and there we go. Fight once again in the top side. Are they going to keep going? No, they do not. They live with a sliver of health each. Both of them have used Flash though, so that is down for the next couple minutes. But still, very, very close fight. I don't know why he decided to go in on that just as he was closing in on kind of going back to mini Nar. That's not exactly what you want.
I think the mini Nar is better to fight the Shen starting out because of the fact that he does have that passive that helps, basically break up the health that champion has.
Here we go. Elise coming in for a game. Great flash. Cocoon goes all the way in. Does get everything going off. First blood over to Lux. Great job.
That was freaking awesome gank by the Elise, putting that stun down. And then there's the follow-up snare from the Lux basically just kept that kill from going anywhere else but to her. So
they knew Gangplank had already used his orange, so there's no way for him to get out. Gets demolished.
You just went and missed that Q there with that Blitzcrank, so I'm going to back up a little bit with that wave clear out. Try to keep CSing bot lane.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it looks like they're going to lose out on a lot of that CS. He did miss quite a bit, and now Jhin is actually up 10 CS. This is problematic because actually Lucian should be bullying out the Jhin in terms of overall potential, especially with the Soraka support. He should be engaging, should be trying to fight out a lot of these, but he's not doing it.
Right,
he's very scared. He's scared of the Blitzcrank, doesn't want to get hooked every time, but it's not going to work. And here we go, Blitzcrank around the side with the Rumble. Does get the hook onto the Soraka, but she does flash out. Heal was burned as well, so she's going to survive through that. Ignite is down on the side of Blitzcrank, and that's going to be huge, but here we go. His hook might be up once again. I don't know if they want to dance this. And there we go. They clear out once again.
And so here, we might see an actual display of what this Nar proccing his passive on the Shen will be able to do, just for the health. And see, he had one proc fully on that Shen with the regular auto attack damage, was able to almost quarter the Shen's health.
Yeah.
But then once you switch it to Mega Gnar, it's a big difference in the
And
amount
here we go,
of
Elise once
health.
again, but looks like they're only trying to and get some damage. Gnar just is tanky. Like, obviously they tried to pull that gank when he was Mega Gnar, so not a whole lot of damage there. Lux gets a little bit caught, but does just fine. Unfortunately, they don't have enough CC to actually burn anyone down, so it's really Rumble running in with his flame stunner and saying, "Here I am."
Yeah, and then just GP being the lane bully he is still a level above, even though he was given, he was the first blood kill. So it just kind of proves how much of a bully GP
And here we go,
can be.
once again, another hook onto the solution, but Jin is right under tower. Actually took a lot of damage from that.
That was a very good trade, especially in comparison to what happened with that Blitzcrank grab. So.
And just to mention, Blitzcrank has used all of his potions, and Soraka still has 2, so she can keep healing Lucian up. Still say okay, and Elise is spending a lot of time in this top side and wants to really get this gank off. Let's see how long she decides to stay. Here we go. They're going on the Gnar, but Gnar is able to get out. They're waiting for the cocoon. He is 6, misses the cocoon, unfortunately. They're still running for it.
So
Are they going to get
a very
it?
bad play on their side with Gnar hitting 6.
Yeah, and here we go. Rumble is here. They're looking to turn this around. Jin is extremely low. Gnar is getting almost all of his passive strikes out. No, he does not have enough range to get in there. Good turnaround from the Rumble.
Oh, GP
but the
ulti
GP
coming in.
ultimate coming in. Are they going to get it? No. Almost gets it. But they do get the Elise. Gnar hops in with Mega Gnar, gets the stun onto the Elise. Great play on that regard.
I was about to say, the only thing that could have gone better that first time around is if Gnar could have hit the Gnar bar before they were able to get under tower. He would have been able to stun them against the wall.
And actually, unfortunately, we just had a little bit of lapse and lag. Unfortunately, that does happen whenever we're here. And both Lucian and Soraka are extremely low. Looks like Blitzcrank did hit a hook and kind of turned it around. Here comes Gangplank looking to set something up. Are they going to dive it? No. Wave management is good, but they do get the Lucian. Lucian tries to dash out, and he has to burn his slush as well. Blitzcrank is doing so much work right now.
So the only thing I'm looking for is when this Jin hits level 6, if he can maintain the mana to use his ultimate, he might be able to set a couple kills down bot lane.
And they're just setting up for it constantly. That is both Flash Summoners out of the bot lane for Firestar Gaming, meaning they have to play extremely defensive right now. Blitzcrank is doing very well. He is sitting off on the side, but gets spotted out by Soraka.
They really have to keep that bush warded because Blitz has been making a lot of his plays from that tri-bush, trying to keep them zoned out. But I also do think that's also pushing Blitz out of the experience he needs to keep in lane. So right now he's just kind of wandering around, but it's not seeming to be at like anyone's advantage for real.
Yep, and going all the way into the game here. Everyone's now pretty quiet. It's only 1-for-1, but still devastating gold lead at this early on. It's almost 1.8k, almost 2k up there. So,
I mean, the level advantage from this GP, being the bully he is just really showing through here with the fact that he's able to keep maintaining the lane and pushing Lux up to that tower, making him force the fight and CS under tower, which is sometimes a very difficult thing to do.
yeah, and they're looking around Rumble, looking to make a play now with his ultimate up. He does want to make a play, make use of it to its full effect, and ooh, Lux does get the blue buff. They're looking on the Shen now. Shen is only level 6. Great equalizer going down, but Shen is able to slide right out of it. This does give lane advantage over to Rumble, and they're going to go all the way in, but he does not have equalizer, and Gnar is mini Gnar. He doesn't want to fight this. He needs to leave. No seismic shove, I would almost say, from the Gnar, and just has to run back out. Unfortunately, with Rumble, once you lose the equalizer, you can't do much. You have to realize that, and he tried to engage in a very foolhardy fight, I feel. Luckily, he didn't burn any summoners for it, but still.
Right, but it was a really good counter game from the Elise, making her presence known that if you're going to engage, you have to deal with me too. Yeah. And the Gnar not having the Gnar bar up from previously using it by pushing the wave.
Here we go. Can't really talk right now. Soraka does get found out. She is only level 5, doesn't have everything. Does get hooked all the way, man. Now all the ultimates are coming out. Shen decides to stand on top of Soraka. Shen is here now. They're going to turn this around. Jin ultimate does come out. Doesn't get a kill, though. They're looking to turn this on the Blitzcrank. Shen is a little bit low. Jin, get into the fight, man. Let's go. Lux off on the side. Doesn't do anything really, but in we go again. And, ooh, the little tag onto Rumble. Forces him all the way out of the lane. Great job by Firestar Gaming to realize that they had to save the Soraka at that point. Lucian coming in, saving the Soraka, I feel, on top of the Shen stand united, making sure she stays alive just barely, and Lucian with the diversion.
Yeah,
so,
I mean,
great job.
Really good play. That definitely shows that the Shen's watching and that he's not just playing the top lane solo.
Yep.
So, I mean, having that kind of vision on the team is a really good way to show that you're there to help and that you want to make sure that you guys are going to win this team fight. So.
Oh, and actually a lot of damage actually going down onto this Gangplank. had to use his apple. And this is something that a lot of people that we were talking about earlier, you know, obviously it's a melee versus a range mid laner. It's going to be damaging one way or another, you know. Gangplank is going to take a lot of damage, but he is staying somewhat farmed up. So unless he gets killed multiple times, Soraka gets pulled again. She does not have flash time. She's going to go down. Jin picking up that kill easily. That's a 1. 4-player John, or laced up, gets an easy kill there.
So then that actually goes to the first blood in the bot lane.
No, not first blood.
I mean to the bot lane itself.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. So now they're trying to pick up this easy dragon. Hopefully no one's going to come and contest this for that side. But it looks like we do have a Lux incoming.
Looks like they're going to steal it. They are doing it right on top of a ward. They could easily try and steal this. Oh, but Elise does get hooked right there. And she is about to go down. Oh, but a trade kill is picked up. Are they going to get something? No, the steal does not come out either. And they get a kill. Shen does come in the backside. He did have to teleport in. Tries to turn it around, but not going to do much. He is zoned. He doesn't have help. Has to flash out. I'm not sure if he's going to make it. Yes, he does. He does get out just barely. Lux trying to output as much damage as she can, but can't do much right there. So everyone on the side of Battle Stations Gaming slightly low, but still got a dragon and a kill.
That Rumble shield did a lot of saving of his own hide right there, being able to prevent his death, because if that Lux was able to hit her snare or the area of effect ability, I can't remember the exact name of it.
Singularity.
Singularity. If she was able to land that, it would have done a lot of damage. If she could have got the auto attack proc, it would have definitely put that Rumble dead at that point. So
yeah. Everyone's trying to sit around, make sure to save this mid lane tower. And honestly, from the early game, I would say that Firestar Gaming is holding their own, just like last time. You know, a few trade kills here and there, which is not great, but Lux is still 2-0, and Cannon Barrage does come out from Gangplank just to clear the wave. So that's a massive damage source out from Gangplank.
Yeah, I don't really think it was well used right there. They probably could have just pushed the lane by themselves. I mean, no, everyone backed off to not contest the tower anymore, so I don't see why he would use the ultimate that's on such a long cooldown in that situation, but everyone has their own way of playing, I guess.
Yeah, making sure to clear it out just enough. Nar is going a little bit ham onto this Shen, but Elise is around the corner. If he had stayed, it might have gotten a little bit sticky, but Rumble still showing through the blue side jungle, just saying I am here as well. And there we go, flash wall up into the stun, CC chain out the wazoo. They're going all the way in. Can Rumble get in? No, Shen does barely survive. He is under tower as well. Oh, Nar does go down in Mega Nar form, and they're fighting on tower. This is awful. That is a 2-0 for Elise. Beautifully played.
The reason that the Shen survived was the Soraka ultimate actually came through and saved that Shen right there. After he got out of tower, he was just free and clear basically at that point.
Yeah, and can't disregard either the pull or the cocoon from Elise. You know, stopping Nar in his tracks, can't finish up on the Shen. That was absolutely well played by Firestar Gaming, making sure to utilize everything that they could. And wow, Gangplank actually had to flash out. Lux was following him behind, so a lot of things burned for almost nothing right there.
And they really utilized that Elise's kit in order to use, you know, what she can do to get that double kill up top lane. The Nar was able to flash and get that stun, but that Elise used everything in her kit to sustain both those kills and make sure that her Shen survived.
Yeah. Something to really mention right now is both junglers are actually doing a lot better in terms of showing aggression in the jungle, you know, making sure they make their presence known, saying I am here right now, and Elise is doing great right now, has countered multiple ganks from Rumble, has actually turned around a gank, you know, make sure to counter gank, and especially capitalizing on the mistake of Battle Stations Gaming. You know, they've been known so far to make risky tower dives, and it's cost them in this game. They're still up in gold, but still, you know, that tower dive puts a little fear into their hearts right now. Looking like they're moving around the map right now. Blitzcrank still a menace with those hooks. He's hit almost every single one, and it's almost completely healed back up.
So I think we're just looking for a play right now, waiting for something to come out of either of the lanes. It does seem like we have a Rumble being kind of risky in the opposing team's jungle right here.
Yeah, they're just trying to move around the map right now. Now, something to really mention is Gangplank is starting to hit that spike. I believe he might have just gotten his first charge on his ultimate, where making the Cannon Barrage that much better. They're looking towards the dragon, I believe. That's going to be an air drake coming up shortly, and just trying to rotate through, and everything's getting prepped for the next set of engages. And unfortunately, Rumble was seen on the bot side. He did walk through a ward, so they know Rumble's down here somewhere. That's why Elise is cheating towards the bot side. They know something's going to happen here. Now the big question is, when is it going to happen?
I mean, because it's kind of like, you know, when it gets eerie, when it gets slow, you know something's about to happen. So you're kind of just prepping yourself for what's to come. You always get like these kind of goosebump feelings that something may happen.
Here we go. Soraka does get a hook, lays down the silence though. It does get everything out, but just barely survives. Is he gonna survive? Yes, he is. And in return, Jin gets caught out. Rumble had left that lane. Unfortunately, they weren't expecting the Elise either. Jin gets taken down. Noctron is playing amazing on this Elise right now, countering every single engage that has happened.
This Elise is really showing what it takes to be a good Elise player, and it's not the easiest thing. I mean, Elise players are normally good, but if you're a good Elise player, you really shine in your team. Yeah, she's really showing what she can do.
And so far, she has shown up almost every single time, right at the right time. Every single time, you know, make sure you're there in case the enemy team brings their jungler down, counter gank, get an easy kill. And they did transfer it over to the Lucian, so now he is back in this game as well.
I mean, Elise has 100% kill participation at this point. I mean, she's 2 and 3, or 2 and 3. So the 3 assists, making it out of 5 kills. She's got 100% participation in this.
Yeah, something that we also shouldn't really mention is that she's also 66% of the enemy team's kills. So, you know, kind of think of it that way as well, but that's up to you. You know, don't look at the negative, look only at the positive. But here we go again. A lot of damage going down against again on that Gangplank, but he's not really needed unless he has his ult. I feel that's what they're playing around. They're looking to force every other lane except for mid lane, you know. Gangplank, they're just telling him, you know, Pharma, we only need your ult at this point in time. So just make sure you have your ultimate. If you don't have your ultimate, play passive kind of thing.
We need you to be that bruiser bully for the late game. That way, when it comes down to it, you're going to be able to do the half health, quarter health procs on people. Just from like your barrels or your Q procs. So
yeah, but unfortunately, you know, even though Fireshark Gaming are up at 5-3, you have to realize this gold lead is building up even more. They're now exactly 2K ahead. Gnar is up immensely in the CS disparity, 50 CS up on this Shen, and 12 CS in the mid lane. Jin up about 22 CS, and here we go again. Lux is found out. Equalizer does go down, but misses just slightly. Gnar is Mega Gnar. He can easily jump in and go, but Wallop misses as well as the Boulder Toss. Actually, Boulder Toss never went out, so there we go. It does get a hit, but looks like they're going to try and set up a dive here. They could easily do it. Gnar does not have flash, though, so he'd have to hop in.
That Lux rotation was able to clear out those minions to where they weren't actually really able to dive and make a play
but
out of
flash
that.
there. Here comes Blitzcrank in the bot lane. They're looking for a tower dive, but this is another risky one. He is extremely low. They do get the Soraka, but gets a trade kill in return. That's a 1-for-1. Are they going to look for it? Rumble does get caught out in the top side. They're looking for it. Maybe. Nope. Gnar is going to help out, you know, save that side, but good, risky, I feel, unnecessary tower dive.
Yeah, very much so. I don't think the Blitz is really giving a lot of respect to this Lucian at this point. I think he's just trying to still zone where he doesn't need to be zoning at. I mean, they're under tower. Let them just be under tower, especially if you can't secure that kill for your team.
Yeah, there's no reason to be diving, giving up so much, you know, in return. Even though, you know, you think it might be worth to get the Jin more kills, but still, that's disregarding it, and actually a good stun onto the backline. But they do get the kill! Rumble popped in that lane, and here we go, they're kiting it around. Gnar is behind Emily Lyons. Soraka is coming up. They're looking to try and win this. Here we go, Soraka is in. Ambulance has arrived. Good singularity, takes it down. That's a 2-0. Again in favor of Fireshark Gaming. These dives are not working for them at all.
They're really just showing how they're being able to play passively enough to counterplay these risky plays. And once they do get these risky plays, they're able to outplay the opponents who are supposed to be, in this case, a little bit more superior.
Yeah, every time, you know, they're trying to make these dives work. The Gnar ultimate was great. Did stun up the Shen early on, but then they moved a little bit too close. Tried to get to the backline. They should have just focused Shen down. And that ended up, you know, giving Lux a kill. She is now 4-0 in that mid lane. Absolutely dominating, you know. And you don't want to give Lux, who is a big AP damage dealer afterwards. It's not going to end well.
It's very scary. She's 4-0. Finished the Morellonomicon, got her boots, the sword boots, working on probably a Rabadon's or anything of that nature with that. She might even actually go into the Luden's Echo instead.
And here we go again. Lux does get a kill, but she is going to trade her life. Equalizer laid out. Everything catches. And that's a definitive death right there for
There was
Lux.
3 ultis for the one main carry. The Jin even probably wasted his ulti for the Elise who dodged every single shot. But she's probably going to stay and contest this tower, hoping that someone else can make an appearance and help stop this tower being taken by this Jin.
Yeah, but in the bot lane, Lucian is still pushing. That's going to be a tower trade, 1-for-1, in favor of, I think, either team. You know, they are trying to push. Actually, bottom tower isn't going to fall either. Gangplank is rotating around. Lucian might die for this right here. He does have to back off. They didn't get anything. That is a 1-for-1 and a tower in favor of Battle Stations Gaming. That's just increasing their gold lead even more. Now it's up to about 2.5k.
I mean, this Gnar is outplaying this Shen in the damage aspect, but the fact that the Shen is able to make plays out of what he does, like right here, the Elise engaging.
Yep, they try once again, but the Cocoon does miss this time, so Gnar is trying to go all the way in, but good flash out from the Shen, but Shen might go down to Grump. Grump is doing his best to keep fighting it. Oh! The bus hits him right in the face. Gnar takes down the Shen, but Elise is going to finish this up right now. Mini Gnar there. It's going to look there, secured by the smite. 1-for-1 trade.
I think I'm going to give that kill to that ward in that bush. That ward is what was able to show that the Shen was coming back out again.
Yep.
So the Gnar was able to throw that boulder right at his face and just say, hey, look,
Shen meet boulder. That's basically what happened. Shen meet boulder. Here we go again. Lux is absolutely getting demolished in this bot lane. She's not going to survive this. Tries to get a kill, but no. Luxray misses, gets killed. Player John picks up the kill. And in we go again. Equalizer goes down. They're looking on the Soraka. Soraka, why are you there in the first place? Wish and Flash are used, and they're tower diving once again, but Shen ultimate comes out as well, staying alive for so long, but she does get the kill in return.
Soraka killed bot lane. Give it to her.
Yep.
She survived long enough with that Shen shield just to make sure she got one of them.
Oh.
At that point, did more than the Lux ultimate did trying to capitalize on the gameplay.
Lucian trying to make up for that death and the tower take, but misses unfortunately burned a flash and a dash and just completely whiffed. Gameplay did have to burn flash though, so good job getting out by him.
Yeah, that was a really good play. I mean, I think the Soraka might have been, caught out for too much, but she did turn it into her, and like better for her at that point because she was able to get a kill out of it on an actual substantial person. So once that was done, they really couldn't have anything else to do, take that tower and then move forward. So again, like you said, the Lucian did waste quite a bit to let the tower just fall.
Yep. Overall, great job on that factor. Now, the big thing, what in your opinion is the next thing that they're going to look for? After all these outers have fallen in favor of Battle Stations Gaming, actually can't talk now. Lucian gets a little bit picked up, but Soraka's here, for the heals. They're not going to do too much.
I mean, I think that they're going to be looking for hopefully a tower because, like we said about last game, they're doing good, but they're not having any objective control, which is why the gold lead is still so far ahead.
Lux is getting found out right in the jungle. Gets slowed by the Rumble. Rumble doing so much damage here. Look at that. All the way out, and Player John gets almost a solo kill. Oh, Gameplay just wanted a little piece, said, let me cut you right here on the arm, and ran off again.
He wanted to help sustain his gold too, because without really much of anything to say, he doesn't get the CS, and if he doesn't get an assist, it's kind of hard for him to get gold like that.
Yep, and actually, here we go. Gnar going all the way in on the Shen. I'm not sure why. A little bit iffy right there, and again, here comes the Equalizer under tower, but it does get cocooned. Again, this Elise decimating this Rumble, man. Noctron on this Elise looks way better than before. Looking extremely strong.
Noctron was on the Zac, right?
Huh?
Noctron was the Zac in the last game?
Yes.
Yeah, so much more presence in this game. Lane presence in the jungle of its own, counter jungling, counter ganking, just
well,
everything.
I also feel extremely more effective because of the damage output. He's a lot more relevant, deal a lot more damage.
And able to sustain quite a bit of damage too.
Unfortunately, he does get caught by the Jhin and Blitzcrank combo, but here we go. This is what I was talking about, the dueling from Lucian does get the kill. Blitz not able to
for no reason, unfortunately, there.
Yep, and here we go once again. Ooh, look at that barrel deal that damage, but Soraka's just going to heal him right back up.
And this is what we're talking about, though, that late game Gangplank at this point, just the bullying that he can do with his barrels.
And unfortunately, Soraka did get popped by the barrel. That's another kill down. They're getting collapsed on by this Gnar. Another barrel. Look, these barrels dealing so much damage. This is absolutely insane. Oh, Shen does save Lucian just barely, but he's going to get run down. Oh! Boulder misses. Walla misses. Everything misses. Harmon, get your skill shots down. Holy moly.
That Shen ult did so much there to save that. He did a great job saving his Lucian right there.
He knew he was going to die already, might as well try and save his carry, and that's what he did. But unfortunately, they are still losing out. The kill lead is closing extremely fast, 13-2. Goal lead still amazingly high, and here we go again. But Rumble trying to get that kill on the Lux, but Lux survives. Noctron just picking up kills left and right, but he's not capitalizing on any of this.
That's what I was saying earlier. They're not capitalizing on any objective, which is why they're so far behind and why they're not able to keep up with the gold lead, even though they're ahead by kills. So without that objective control, they're not able to maintain a lead or any kind of balance, actually, at this point.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Noxorn put up an amazing game here, absolutely counter-jungling everything, but he has to be a little bit more proactive. They have to start looking to group together, try and force a lot of these picks, and then move it into an objective. One of the biggest problems I'm seeing right now, a lot of these kills for Noxorn are coming off the back of sloppy overstepping on the side of, Hannibal and Blackwing. They're getting caught out every few seconds, and they're just barely surviving with the Soraka heals. So, all they need right now, Blitzcrank needs to hit a hook, and then they just blow anyone up. But right now, it's just...
We need to see a full team fight.
Yeah.
We need to see something happen to where they can prove their dominance with their champions versus the gold lead, and just prove that they can push a lane out, get a tower, get some kind of objective. Because right now it's 2 dragons, 5 towers to 0 for both on the opposing team. So I mean that's why they're so far ahead still.
Yeah, unfortunately, I will say right now, I don't think even a 5v5 team fight will work for them. The absolute dominance. Once again, we see it. The Gangplank ulti came out. Stun comes out as well. Soraka goes down, gets dropped with just like a flick of the wrist right there. That was nasty.
Almost taking out the Lucian actually. That Jin ultimate, the curtain call coming down and not able to actually close the gap on that.
That was a barrel. That was a barrel plus cannon barrage plus curtain call, absolutely decimating the enemy back or Fireshark enemy backline. So that was absolutely.
It was really well played too because they were able to snare the Lux inside the GP ulti.
Yep, and that just dealt so much damage. Rumble once again running around, almost might go down actually. Yes. Elise does get the kill, but she's going to trade her life as well. Unfortunately, that's a shutdown for the Jin. And here we go. Once again, Nar just 1v5ing the enemy team. And he's actually going to survive here. Gets a Nar wallop into the wall. And Shen can't do too much. And that's a base broken into right now.
But I mean, even though Elise did trade her life, she did put down a lot of damage on that Jin before she did pass away. I mean, she was able to do a lot for the circumstance she had just to pick up the Rumble. But at this point, the Rumble is almost irrelevant in the team fight besides his ultimate. So why she would focus the Rumble in that case just because he was almost dead versus the damage-dealing Jin, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a little bit hard right now. I think she was just looking for a little bit of stalling, wants to get something back for the team, and that's something that's a problem in this game, You're always looking for a trade, but at this point in the game, 27 minutes in, you can't exactly trade all the time.
Right.
It's going to set your team back even farther, and that's what happened, You trade your life and you end up giving up an inhibitor tower. Mid lane is now broken into it very securely, actually, So
it's really good to see that they were actually able to secure their first tower on the bot lane, giving them a little bit more gold. So maybe if they can keep pushing this way, getting a couple towers here and there, they might be able to bring the gold lead a little bit closer to even.
Yeah.
That or if they can even contest a Baron or a Dragon of some sort in the near future.
And actually, wow, there was a flash out from Blitzcrank. He actually missed that flash, so
just ran straight into the wall at that point.
And he's looking to run, but Soraka gets caught out instead. Equalizer laid down right on top of Soraka, and everything is being burned on this champion. No one turned around to help, just barely tried to do it. Really, really late turn. I don't know what they were trying to do. That was an easy kill that just kind of gave up there, and now it's Elise's turn. Elise is caught out once again, running towards the Jin, and
the Shen ulti comes in to intervene.
Yep, tries to intervene. Shen is going to trade his life. It looks like, unfortunately, flashes out, does get away, but here comes Meganar. Meganar can't do anything, does get the hop in. Everything's going down. Curtain call is extended. Gets the Shen. Shen is going to go down for its troubles. That is a 1-for-0 off of really, really sad plays all around.
A lot of summoner spells used. I wouldn't be surprised if BSG goes straight into Baron off of this almost.
Yeah, looks like they're gonna.
It would be a smarter play at this point, but I think they're going to keep shoving the lanes. Just prove more of their dominance at this point with the gold lead because they do have more objectives.
Yep. Looks like they're trying to force down the open inhibitors that they have in the top and middle lane. But that was such a sloppy engage, honestly, Blitzcrank missed his flash over the wall. That was an easy collapse, but they decided not to do it.
It was just a face plant.
And they let Soraka die basically to try and get a top tower, and they didn't. And so here we go. Elise does get the 1v1 onto Gangplank, and that's a huge damage source down. Nard does miss the stun, and Lucian is still alive. They can try and turn this around. Blitzcrank running in the backline. Lux gets pulled out of her ultimate. No damage does go down. Unfortunately, that's a kill over as well. And Elise goes down as well to the Gnar. Rumble is just going to chase down this Soraka. Does get the Flame Splitter on. She is going to die under her own tower. And they have completely broken up this base. 3-1 in favor of Battle Stations Gaming. 16-8. This looks like a done deal now.
I mean, granted, I will give them another prop. They did come a lot closer this time. And a lot of the aspects of this game, especially without Elise being in the jungle, if they could have done that first time, they would have had a lot better, maybe a lot closer of a game.
And Lucian just gets absolutely popped by the Blitzcrank and Jin.
Seems like they're just padding their stats as well again, able to get these kills where they can easily siege the tower.
Yeah, so, and they're doing it once again. Shen gets locked up under tower as well. He does try and taunt around, I believe. No, he actually got pulled by Blitzcrank. It was just hard to see right there.
The Jin was being attacked by the tower, so he had to actually cancel his ulti right there, or he would have gone down for almost probably not even a kill on the Shen.
There we go. Good taunt onto the Blitzcrank. Cocoon lands as well. They're going to try and burn him down. They are going to burn him down. There we go. The repel in to stop this fight again. Actually, Sam picks up the kill, and the Wish has to come out. I don't know. That was a little bit unnecessary, but does keep the Shen alive as well.
I mean, I've seen a lot of the sloppier ultis being used from this Soraka as well. Stuff that she really doesn't even need to use it for. But then again, she's also had some really good ones where she's been able to save, like maybe just one champion in particular from dying for these big dive plays that this BSG's been known for.
Yep, definitively. Everything is kind of, slowing down once again, but after all this is cooled down, Firestar Gaming's base looks absolutely in shambles. 2 inhibitors down on the top and mid side. And the worst part about that is you never want to let your top and mid go down like that, because that absolutely gives over enough pressure to the enemy team to get Baron. And here we go, Rumble caught out once again. Has to flash out, but Equalizer goes down. Cocoon does go wide, but she does get the kill with the Spiderling.
Cosmic Spider. A lot of damage right there coming out from the Deathfire grasp right there.
Deathfire touch.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, Deathfire. I thought it is touch.
Deathfire touch.
Okay, yeah.
But here we go. Blitzcrank all the way to the back line, but doesn't get anything. Noctron is slightly low. The Elise might want to go back right now. Elise is building full AP, meaning she's going to dish out a lot of damage. So maybe look to constantly outduel someone.
I mean, but she also does have a little bit of taking in her build with the Rylai's having the health, and then the Abyssal having the MR in there, but it might be for naught though, because she might have been better off building almost a straight tank, but then again, she probably wouldn't have had much of an influence in this game like she has so far.
And here we go, once again, Blitzcrank just standing off on the side, has to flash. I'm not sure if that's exactly what you want to do, but Lucian gets caught under the Gangplank ultimate, gets popped right there, and Nard does take down Shen as well. That's the last inhib going down for them. Looks like they're just going to push in for the win here. Look at that Jin damage. Absolutely critting everyone's face off. Cocoon does land. Elise does get the kill as well, but this is kind of a moot point. They're trying to get another kill. Nar is here to try and save the day. Blitzcrank extremely low. Wallop misses. Elise is going to try and duel the Nar. I think he might get it. Elise. Oh! And the Lux does get the brutal laser until she goes down to the Gangplank once again.
The final spark getting that out was really nice, but
yep.
I think again it was all for naught. I think they're just really stalling until the rest of the team can come up.
Yep, just playing around, having a little bit of fun, getting those kills down. They're going to try and push to end the game here. That is it. 2-0 over to Battle Stations Gaming, meaning they'll move on to, I think we want to say, the semifinals of the lower bracket set. Right. Meaning, unfortunately, the run of Firestar Gaming is now over. They played exceptionally well, but Battle Stations Gaming, too much for them.
Right, it was just a lot closer this game. They at least made a lot better plays for this team. It was just a lack of adaptive control that really put them in on this one. I mean, a full 11 towers to 1 and 2 dragons to 0. Adaptive control means a lot in these games where kills almost mean nothing comparatively.